We are live.
Okay.
Are you going to talk?
Yes.
Say your thing.
I'm here.
I'm here.
I'm here.
I'm here.
I'm here.
I'm here.
Well, you're always there. I'm here, though.
You're always here, too.
Well, I'm here. Whatever. I'm in the thingy. Whatever it is.
Well, we are live in Facebook world, I believe. Let me just check and see if it's working. To talk about how to overcome. Yeah, it is working. Okay, good.
Okay.
How to overcome burnout. So Max is going to talk first.
Yay.
About how he stays happy during the virus. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about that. So Max, can you give us some tips?
Try and sneak as much video games as you can into your time without your parents knowing.
Okay.
2, play video games. 3, watch TV. 4, play with toys. 5, if you have one of these weird thingies, ask your parents if you can borrow it.
So Max likes being home a lot. So he's pretty happy.
I like being home. I don't like going places.
So do you miss your friends?
Yeah.
You have your mom and dad, right?
Yes.
And your brother. So
and I have my new video game.
Max's tips are to sneak video games, play with your toys, and hang out with people you love who are safe, right?
TV. Watch TV.
And I now feel like Mother of the Year. Thank you for tuning in live to our Overcoming COVID Burnout show. So, yeah. Is there anything else you want to add, Max?
Not really.
Okay. So I'm going to go do my thing. Do you want to stay on camera?
Mm-mm.
All right. Zip away there. All right. So, hello, Anne. Anne asked, where is Joy? Joy's actually also here. Let me see if I can show you Joy. There she is. She's eating a package or something that she found in the trash. So Joy's here. Max is here. Our life. So, okay. So I'm going to talk to you guys tonight about overcoming COVID burnout. I feel a little bit like when we got a new kitten, and my cat was fine with the new kitten for a little while. And then after a while, my cat started to pounce on the kitten because it realized the kitten wasn't just visiting. And so I feel like some of us are like that with COVID, where we could all kind of hang tight for a few months and just deal, but it is not going anywhere. In fact, it is getting worse. So all the stuff that we need to do to stay safe is not going away, despite the fact that everybody wants things to go, quote unquote, back to normal. But tonight, I'm not really here to talk about the virus or safety or wearing masks, although personally, I do think you should always wear a mask when you're in public. But I'm here to talk about how to overcome burnout. And I myself have definitely been struggling with this. So I am not coming to you from this place of like expertise, but really from somebody who is dealing with it and trying to figure this out as I go. I do have 6 strategies that I have read about and tried, and I will share them with you. So first I want to talk about what are the signs of burnout. Tired a lot, even though maybe you've had enough sleep, or sleep disruption. A lot of people I'm talking to are having trouble sleeping. So that can be a sign of burnout. I'm going to put taking unnecessary risks in here because some people are so tired of being isolated, or they're tired of their life being different, that they're doing things that are really risky behaviors not because they're making rational decisions, but because they're just burned out. That's really the only reason I can think that people would go into a crowded place without a mask. But I'm not here to judge, simply to say that if you are taking unnecessary risks with your health because you just can't deal anymore, that's a sign of burnout, not necessarily a sign that you should be taking those unnecessary risks. Lack of ability to focus. This is, I hear over and over and over again from people like, oh, I have time to work, but I just sit down and I just can't focus. Depression. Now, I'm not talking here about clinical depression. I'm talking just about moody depression. Now, I know that there are people that are suffering from clinical depression, and I don't actually think that a 6-slide PowerPoint can probably help with that because it's a big deal. So one of the slides is about getting help. And so definitely if your sadness or your loss of appetite or any of the signs of real depression or clinical depression, I'll say, are lingering, and really, make sure that you get help. Help is available. And irritable is another one. People are very short-tempered right now, just every little thing. There's a lot of things I think people would normally be willing to just be like, oh, it's okay. You and your way, me and mine, or, it's cool. It just seems like people have a hair trigger temper. And I think that is a sign of burnout as well. So if you or your loved ones are experiencing any of these signs of burnout, what can you do? So this is what I'm trying to get better at, which is to schedule current event time. Now, I have talked to people who are like, I can't deal with the news. It's too depressing. I actually personally feel like, and this is just my opinion, I think it's a dangerous thing to just unplug from the news altogether. I think we need to stay informed. I think we need to read a variety of news sources, from different countries even, so that we can actually stay informed. But you don't need to do it all day long and all night long. So schedule current event time. Designate some time, preferably time when you're feeling already like kind of like your good time of day, if you have it, and read your current events then. And then kind of try to wait till the next time you have for that, whether it's twice a day or once a day or whatever. So just because you're at your computer or on your phone doesn't mean you have to read everything in the news story all the time. So I definitely think we need to stay informed, but try to do it on your own terms. The other thing I've heard is like, so I read my news, I do it on the phone, but like newspapers, because I find it less disturbing in terms of like, I can know what's going on, know what I need to take action on, but it doesn't like get into my psyche. So if you're like that and reading works better for you, then don't watch the TV news. Don't watch CNN. Now, some people prefer to watch, like my husband, he likes to watch Bloomberg, so he watches it. So I would just say, know yourself, and whichever way you like to consume your news, and try to schedule it, try to compartmentalize it a little bit, and not let it be the thing that you do all the time. Social media happy places. So this is another one that is challenging. So I love social media. I love Facebook. I'm on it a lot, but there's a lot of negativity on social media. People are posting, and some of it goes back to the previous category. I do think we need to be informed. We need to know what's happening. We need to pay attention, and we need to take action. But there are times when you just want to use social media for the social part and connecting. And so that's where things like groups, communities, like on Instagram, maybe just follow people that you actually enjoy. Don't just do it for work. So skip out of the feed and go straight to your groups, even to the point where you can like bookmark them and just go straight there and read what's going on. Join some extra groups now. Like now's a good time if you have a hobby, or if you want to learn a hobby or whatever, just join a Facebook group for that. And just most groups are pretty laser focused on the topic of the group. So try to just enjoy that. And if you're on social media, try to find some social media happy places. The other thing is that make sure that not only do you kind of try to find the happy place, but try to be part of the happy place. So this is something I just started this week, and it's already been helping me, which is I actually started posting a gratitude list every day on Facebook to my friends. I find 5 things a day that I'm grateful for. And this is the game, which is you can't repeat yourself. So I can't say the same 5 things each day, even though I'm still grateful for them. It forces you to start to look for more things to be grateful for. I was coaching I got a few years ago, and it's really good coaching. So you don't have to do a gratitude list, but try to find some happy things that you can share, whether it's something that you're happy about your life, or find somebody who's doing good deeds and try to share that too, so you can be part of the happy places, as well as knowing what's happening and being politically active, which I think is important too. Reach out to friends. This can be hard because it depends on your personality, but I know for me, when I tend to get down, burned out, the last thing I want to do is talk to anybody, except that when I talk to people, it usually makes me feel better. I'm an extrovert. Being by myself and with the same few people all the time is actually really draining for me. So what I've tried to start doing is reaching out to people. And some of them are my closest friends. Some are people that I haven't talked to in years, but, I used to be really close to. Some of them are new friends that I'm just, I'm like, oh, that's a cool person. I've always wanted to get to know that person better. I wonder if we could set up a Zoom chat. And, I'm a big fan of the Zoom coffee or the Zoom tea or the Zoom glass of wine or whatever it is. But, just set up some time, reach out, telephone people. And the big thing that I want to emphasize here is don't take it personally if people don't respond. People are really overloaded right now. And so you don't really know when you're hitting somebody, if you're hitting them at a good time. So I would say that if they don't respond, or maybe they, try again in a few weeks or a week, don't give up on people. If you really want to reach out to somebody, make the effort to be persistent. Anne says she's trying to fake it until she makes it. I think being cheerful when you're not always feeling cheerful can help you, but also I think it's important that you share those feelings, the hard feelings too, so that you don't keep it all bottled up inside. So reach out to friends, make new friends, reach out to people you haven't talked to in a long time, connect with people, be vulnerable. So that is tip number 4, and especially when you don't feel like it. Seek help. So seek help can be professional help. There's a lot of people, a lot of therapy is available online. If you need therapy or want therapy, you just want to have somebody to talk to, that's available online. There are therapists that are seeing people in person with masks and appropriate safety precautions. But the other thing, and this is, I think, a tough one, at least it's tough for me, is ask loved ones when you need support. So if you're feeling lonely or sad or whatever you're feeling, it's hard sometimes to tell somebody that, because you feel like, I don't know, I feel like embarrassed or stupid or like I'm bothering people. And it's really, people are like, there might be somebody that I'm not necessarily like having a ton of time at the moment to talk to, but if they reach out and they're like, God, I'm really lonely, and I really need somebody to talk to, of course, I'll make time for them. And usually it makes me feel better too. So when you allow yourself to be authentic and vulnerable with people, it contributes to them. It's not just about them contributing to you, but even if it is just about them contributing to you, it's okay. So get help from loved ones and get help from professionals too. Don't keep your hardships to yourself. Plan some fun things. Now, this can be really challenging if your fun things involve traveling. Like, I love to travel, but I'm not going anywhere. So try to find some fun things, whether it's a new hobby or an old one maybe that you haven't done for a long time, and schedule time for it. Lately, I've been really into, a new thing I'm learning, which is tarot, which it's fine if you're not into it, not a big deal, but it's just something I've always wanted to learn more about. And I finally have the focus and energy. I don't know why. For months, I didn't have any focus. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, let me read a book about this. And I did. So for me, that's my hobby. And I'm starting to share it with some friends who are into it, which is great. I tried gaming online, like playing cards with people. That was, I don't really like playing cards that much, but we still had fun talking. My husband really likes Dungeons and Dragons, and like he went back and connected with some of his friends from high school, and they've been playing online. So just, it's a lot of these things we don't take time out for normally, or maybe we are doing things like eating out or socializing with people out, and so that kind of fills that gap, but you still have that gap. So try to plan some fun things, step outside your comfort zone. There are a lot of things available online, and there are some in-person things that can be safe. So just be safe, but try to plan fun things for yourself. And you can also plan, like, group things online, everybody can have a drink, whatever. Just plan some fun things for yourself. And then finally, just be kind to yourself. This is one I also really struggle with, but I'm trying to get better at. I tend to be really hard on myself for where I didn't meet my own expectations rather than celebrating my victories. So I try to get better, either myself or I will talk to a loved one and say, I feel like I didn't do anything today. And they'll say, oh no, you did these 20 things. And just letting myself feel that accomplishment. Max is trying to sneak by like a ninja.
No, I'm trying to get in the tent.
Okay, he's trying to get, that red thing is his tent, by the way, for those of you who haven't been following along. Max is in my office, so he's going in his tent right now. So yeah, be kind to yourself, celebrate your victories, and enjoy the good things, and just try to reach out to people. So those are my 6 tips for overcoming COVID burnout. Does anybody have any that they want to share? If so, please post them in the comments. And if there's resources that you would like access to, like maybe you want somebody to talk to, or whether it's a friend or a professional or whatever, if I can help connect you, I would be happy to. And let's just try to get through this. It isn't going to be ending really necessarily soon, probably. So try to support yourself in a way that will work for the long term, because you deserve it. All right, those are my tips for overcoming COVID burnout. Thank you for tuning in. If you're watching this online, please comment and let me know your own strategies for coping, for feeling good. And I hope you guys all have a really safe and happy day.